Okay, this exam paper review is from Paya Lebar Methodist Girls' School, 2025 weighted assessment 2. So actually this is for matrix math, P4 week 17. Okay, so I'm going to the first question. Question 1, section A, it says which number has the digit 3 in the thousands place? So if you look at all these numbers given to you, you know that it's actually number 4 because this 3 is in the thousands place, whereas the rest is not. This is in the 10,000s, this is in the tens, this is the hundreds. So this option 4, the 3 is in the thousands place. Okay. Question 2, which of the following is not an equivalent fraction of 1/4? Which means all these fractions, if you observe, it is not in simplified form. Okay, simplest form. So we have to simplify this. So 2/8, you simplify, you divide by 2. This also divide by 2, 1/4. This can be divided by 3, you get 1/4 as well. But this 2 is only divided by 4, you get 1/3. And 5/20, you divide by 5, you get 1/4. So which one is not equivalent? It is option 3. Question number 3. Oops. Okay. Which of the following decimals is the greatest? So the greatest, if you look at all these decimals, actually they have this zero standard for you. They didn't erase it, but if you see this, you make everything to 3 decimal places, you will be able to uh, compare. So which one is the greatest? And it's none other than option 2 because it's 0.42. The rest is 0.1, 0.2, and 0.03. So all these are smaller. So the greatest is 0.42. Question 4. At a carnival, every 6th participant receives a cup of drink and every 8th participant receives a keychain. What is the first participant to receive both a cup of drink and a keychain? So every 6th and every 8th, which means that we are looking at the people standing in like counting 6 lah. Okay, so that means 6, multiples of 6. In places where are multiples of 6. So the first one, multiples of 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and so on. Okay, you can go on. Now for the keychain is the person will be standing at the positions of multiples of 8. So it will be 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, and so on. So I want the first participant to receive both a cup of drink and a keychain. It means I want the lowest common multiple. So if you look at this, lowest common multiple, it is none other than number 24. So that means option 1, the 24th person will get both items. Question 5, arrange the following from the greatest to the smallest. So if you look at all these fractions, you can see that this is in mixed number. This is just a fraction, but 7/6 is actually an improper fraction, which we can change to a mixed number, which is 1/6. So if you look at these fractions, which one is actually the greatest to the smallest? So definitely the greatest will be 1/6, which is the greatest, followed by 1/19, and followed by 4/5. So answer is actually option 4. Because 1/16 is greater than 1/19. 1/6, the portion, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this one, if I were to draw the same one, but I cut it into 9 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, sorry. I think this one not very good. So let me do again. Uh, this one will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Somewhere like that lah. Okay. So this is 1/6, but this is 1/9. So you can actually see that 1/6 is actually greater portion than 1/9, which is why 1/6, 1 and 1/6 is the greatest fraction. Okay. Moving on to question number 6. A shop sells bottled drinks at 2.50 each. Now the shop is having a special offer for the bottled drinks. So over here, you know that the special offer is 2 bottles for $4.60. Mrs. Ho wants to buy 7 bottles of drinks. What is the least amount of money she needs to pay? So you know that in 7 bottles, right? We actually can see how many groups of 2 can we get from 7 bottles. So we take 7 divide by 2. So it will be 3 groups, which is already 6 bottles, remaining 1 bottle. So that means Mrs. Ho will pay for 3 groups of 2 first. So 3 groups of 2, 1 group is 460. 3 groups of 2 will be 460 times 3, which gives me $13.80. But this remaining 1 bottle, she also wants it. So that means she only has to, this one cannot count in the special offer. This one is like buy individually, which we know that 1 bottle is at 2.50. So this one is another additional $2.50. So in order to find the total of money, the least amount of money she has to pay for 7 bottles, you have to take 1380 plus 250. Answer is $16.30. Answer is option 3. Okay. Moving on to question number 7. Oh, section B. Okay. So question 7 says list all the digits below to form A. They want the largest 5-digit number. So I'm going to draw 5 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the largest 5-digit number. If you look at all these numbers given to you, you know that the smallest number is not a 0. I mean, like it is a 0. I mean, smallest is 0, but we cannot put 0 in front. Because if you put 0 as the first number, there is no value. So we go to the second smallest, which is a 2. Okay, I'm sorry, this is largest. Oh, my bad. Largest. So we look at the largest, I'm sorry. So largest means all this out of this number, right? 7 is the largest, so I put 7. Followed by 5. And go to 4. And 2, the last one will be 0. So 7, 5, 4, 2, 0. Okay, sorry, that's my mistake earlier. So this is the largest 5-digit number. Now I'm looking at the smallest 5-digit, but I want an even number. So I'm going to draw 5. Uh, sorry, give me a while. I erase the square marks. Okay, I'm going to draw 5 blanks. I want an even number, which means this last number must end as in an even number, with an even number. So if you look at all these numbers, right, you know that there are some even numbers inside, which is 2, 0, and 4. So I want the smallest. If you look at all these numbers, the smallest number, although it's a 0, but we cannot put 0 in front because 0 as the first digit has no value. So you have to go to 2 and then go back to 0. We can use this 2 because we have another even number here, which is a 4. So I must end with a 4. And we are left with 5 and 7. I want the smallest, means I put 5 first, then 7. So the answer is 20574. Question number 8. What is the value of 5, 6 plus 2 third? Oh, sorry. So I have to write my working in the space. 5 over 6 plus 2 over 3. Denominator make the same times 2. It would be 5 over 6 plus 4 over 6, which gives me 1 whole, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add the fraction first. 5 plus 4, 9 over 6. So 9 over 6, you know that it is not it is an improper fraction. It's not mixed number because we want mixed number. So 9 over 6, if expressed as mixed number, is 1 whole 3 over 6. But we need to always simplify our fraction. Always give simplest form. So divide by 3. Your answer is 1 whole and half. 1 over 2. Okay. Question number 9. What is the value of 4 divided by 7? Correct your answer to one decimal place. So if you want to correct the answer to one decimal place, I will have to do the long division uh, to two decimal places so that I know whether I can round up or remain. So 4 divided by 7 is like that. 4 divided by 7. So this one definitely cannot. 0, maybe 4. So decimal, right? 4 as a decimal is 0.0. So I bring down the 0. So decimal point put there. 40 divided by 7 is nearest is 5 groups minus 35. This will be 5 because it's 3 ma. 10 minus 5, 5. And I want two decimal place, so I put another 0. Bring down the 0. 50 divided by 7, nearest is 7 groups of 7 minus 49, 1. So you don't need to go on already because I want to correct to one decimal place. My quotient is already in two decimal places. So 0.57 round off to one decimal place, 0.6. That's your answer. Okay. Question number 10. The table below shows the number of times primary 4 students in the school jogs in a week. So these are the number of times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And the number of students are tallied at the bottom. How many students jog more than 2 times in a week? More than 2 times means 3 and above. So we have these numbers. So we have to add all these values. 42 plus 75 plus 80. Your answer is 197. Okay. Now moving on to question number 11. Tim baked some cookies. She gave 310 of the cookies to her neighbor and had 84 cookies left. How many cookies did she give to her neighbor? So you know that she gave 310 means 310 of one whole. So you just take one whole minus 3 over 10. One whole, depending on your denominator, you express it as a fraction, is 10 over 10, because the denominator is 10. So one whole, the numerator and denominator will be the same, 10 over 10. It's like full marks, right? Okay, minus 3 over 10, 7 over 10. So this is the fraction left where they give us that the number of cookies left is 84. So 7 over 10 is a value of 84. Always look for one unit, which is 1 over 10. 84 divided by 7 give me 12. I want to find how many cookies did she give to her neighbor. The cookies she gave to her neighbor is a fraction of 3/10. So you take 12 times 3 or 3 times 12, up to you. Answer, 36 cookies. Question 12. 13 over 25 is 0.5 plus a something, an unknown value, but you know that it's a missing decimal. So your answer must be in decimal. So we are going to express this 13 over 25 into a decimal. So decimal means, right, the bottom, okay, will be either a 10, 100, or 1,000. So 25, you only can change to 100. So it times 4. 52 over 100. So 52 over 100 in decimal is 0.52. So already here got 0.5. So this one will give me 0.52. So what is this missing value? So 0.5 plus something equals to 0.52. So I just take 0.52 minus 0.5 equals, so we do a working, right? 0.52 minus 0.5 is like this. You do not write the 5 below the 2 because 0.5 is 0.50. The decimal place must align properly, the decimal point. So this one will be 2 minus 0, 2, 5 minus 5, 0, decimal point, 0, 0.02. That's your answer. Question number section C, sorry, question 13. Joseph had 1,378 marbles and Kumar had 1,490 marbles. Kumar gave some marbles to Joseph. In the end, Joseph had twice as many marbles as Kumar. A is asking how many marbles did Kumar have in the end? So we are going to draw the model. So we don't know the change. So we cannot draw one model itself. We have to draw before change after. Okay. So we are going to write down Joseph. We have 1, 3, 7, 8 marbles for him. Kumar will be 1,490. So one party is going to give to the other party, which is Kumar. Kumar gives, so Kumar minus a certain number. This amount, this unknown quantity will be given to John. So John plus, we still don't know the quantity, so question mark. And after that, it says that Joseph, it will have twice. So Joseph, 2 units. Kumar, 1. Okay. So you know that this one, you know that they're only resharing, they're redistributing the number of marbles among themselves. None of the marbles were missing. None of the marbles were given away to some other people. So the total remained unchanged. So this is unchanged total. So which means, right, the total over here before is equivalent to the total after. So we can find the total, this is 3 units because 2 plus 1, 3 units. So we can find out what is the value of 3 units by taking 1,378 plus 1,490 because the total remains unchanged, okay, which is 2,868. So this is 2,868. Here at first also 2,868. They just redistribute the number of marbles between themselves. Okay, so the total remains unchanged. So always look for 1 unit. 2,868 divided by 3. Your answer is 956. So Kumar have how much in the end? So this is what I'm finding. So this is 956 marbles. You can actually label if you want. Okay. Question number B is asking me, how many marbles did Kumar give Joseph? So if you look at this model, you already can see before that Kumar has 1,490. I don't know how many marbles Kumar gave Joseph. Kumar is left with 956. So in order to find this change, right, you have to use subtraction because it's a difference. So 1,490 minus 956 is the difference between Kumar at first and Kumar in the end. So your answer is 534. Okay. Question number 14 now. Okay. Amy read 1/4 of a book on Saturday, 1/8 of the book on Sunday, and the remaining pages on Monday. She read 72 fewer pages on Saturday than on Monday. How many pages were there in the book? So we know the fraction for Saturday. We write down. Just record the data. 1/4 of the book. Sunday, we also know that she read 1/8 of the book. So the remaining pages will be for Monday, but we know that she didn't finish the book in these 3 days. I mean, she didn't finish the book on Saturday and Sunday. So that means there will be a fraction of the book left for Monday. So how do we find? That means we have to make the denominator the same because both are not the same. So I changed it to a denominator of 8, which is equivalent to 8 here. So in order to find the fraction for Monday, we use 1 whole minus fraction read on Saturday minus fraction read on Sunday. So 1 whole is actually 8/8 minus 2/8 minus 1/8. It is 5/8. So Monday remaining fraction is 5/8 and she's going to read 5/8 on Monday. But here, whatever they give us for the value, she read 72 fewer on Saturday than on Monday. So we can see on Monday and Saturday, there is a difference in the number, in the fraction read. So 5/8 minus 2/8. The difference in fraction between Monday and Saturday is a fraction of 3/8. And it says that it is 72 fewer pages on Saturday. Yes, Saturday has smaller fraction than Monday. So that means 3/8. Saturday is 3/8 lesser than Monday, which means 3/8 represents 72. Look for 1/8, 72 divide by 3, 24. Question asked me how many pages were there in the book, which is the entire book. So you're looking at the fraction of one whole. 24 times 8 or 8 times 24. Your answer is 192. So remember to fill up your final answer, 192 pages. And okay, then this is the end of the exam paper review.